Okay, what's your name again, Mike?
Mike Bailey.
Okay, Mike. All right, welcome everybody to the Mohawk Amateur Radio Club meeting. Sorry for the late start here. Had a little bit of technical difficulties, which our guru, Mr. Kevin, has solved just fine. Slight attendance tonight. We've got Eric, Bill, and a new member, Mike Bailey. Mike is currently studying for his technician test, and you've got the offer to, if you got any questions, comments, or anything like that, please give me a call. I'll leave you my contact information before the meeting's over with.
He's been trying for a year to get.
Really? A year? Okay, well, we'll see. We'll get you through it quick. All right, any questions immediately we can help you with?
Not at the moment.
Okay, all right, think about it, and like I say, I'll leave you my contact information. And I'm former law enforcement, retired now, so I'm available anytime, so regardless of what your shift is. You know, you want to drop me an email, you can do that, or give me a call on the phone, so there you go. All right, as I mentioned, we got Kevin, N1ERS, Bill, N1UZ, and Eric, W1E. I knew it. I was going to come up with it. You change it to your initials. And as mentioned, Mike's working on his. I'm Paul, W1SEX. One thing I mentioned in the newsletter is that we need to beef up our participation. Right now, there's 5 of us here in the meeting, and you know, I put out a plea for some suggestions. You know, what are we doing right? What are we doing wrong? Let's get some more participation. Heard on a repeater coming in tonight or a few minutes ago a new ham over in Ashburnham, KC1KWU. So we'll try and see if we can get a hold of her and put out a invitation to join the club meeting. So for the guys that are here, you know, I don't have a financial report. Linda's not here, and we still don't have a secretary. So think about, you know, what we might be able to do, and we'll further that discussion. Right now, however, we need to fill a position for field day coordinator. Anybody in here interested in that position, or
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay.
This year.
All right.
That's if anybody else wants to do it.
Oh, look at that! We got another one. Oh, here comes Linda. All right. Welcome.
Thank you.
Linda.
Okay, you guys?
There you go. I hate winter too. Oh, you have no idea. No idea. All right. Anyhow, we have. You want to do a financial report, or would you like to? Oh, come on up. We're live on TV. So.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
No,
I
I
know.
don't want to.
Okay. You want me to do it?
I'll do it.
Okay.
Is there any way of telling who's listening, watching?
How many do we got?
That's your call.
How many do we have watching?
Who knows?
That's why I was doing the mic.
Well, I think that's what's been happening. The actual attendance outside the club meeting is pretty close to 0.
Okay, well, as of December 31st, we had an ending balance of $1,044.64. We gained 4 cents in interest in January. We had a PayPal transfer of $134.99, which was memberships from December 2017 and 2018. I had to check that. Deposit of $105, which was dues of $15.90 from last meeting. So our current balance right now is $1,284.67.
I owe you $75. I sold a repeater, and
Cool.
Paul's buying the amplifier for another 75.
And I have a membership application here for you.
Okay.
If I would have known you were coming tonight, I would have brought a check.
Perfectly
I also
okay.
updated the PayPal ones.
Oh, you did? Okay, swear.
Those money in there.
Okay, I can do that. Did you do this, friends?
Cool.
I did a PayPal.me, so still have the fees in there. I know there's a way to send money without fees.
Yeah. Some
have the printout here.
What happened, this is for you two to have, you know, you can chat within the meeting with other people that couldn't make it.
That's fine.
Yep, and Kevin's the maestro of the video and writing that out. Yep.
It's not important.
All right.
Oh, yeah, yeah, this is the Android phone.
So anyhow, we'll continue on here. Thank you, Linda, for the financial report. All right, and Bill, you'll take on field day?
I will take on field day, I've already kind of started already.
Okay,
I got a hold of Doug. He won't, he can't do it.
okay,
He's got family stuff going on. So that's why I can firmly say that I'll do it. You know, 'cause I wanted him to have the opportunity. I bumped into Matt Tatro.
mm-hmm,
Matt is moving to South Hadley.
oh,
They bought a house, which is a good move for them.
yep,
He will come to field day, if he's around. He's not in India.
okay,
Okay, so, yeah, Jess is gonna come too. Who else contacted me? Sean Martin?
yep,
Right, Sean is almost positive he's moving to Gardner.
okay,
He's gonna be my neighbor on Chapel Street. It's
Excellent.
nice. This gonna be the most populated area in Hampton, area, it's gonna be 4 of us.
yeah.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah.
So it's you and, yeah, Deb. Boy, I'll tell you, this is, old stuff is getting hard. You and the, REK, RJK,
Gene and Barbara.
Gene and Barbara, and then Sean, so, yeah, that's pretty, not gonna be able to do any HF work,
And
you'd
you,
be
John
interfering.
Mackey, too.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So that's actually 5, if we
So
do
as far
this
as
down
field
there.
day is concerned, I kinda have it planned out in my head, but I didn't put it on paper yet.
Okay.
Minimum of 3 antennas, hopefully more. Gonna have 5 radios, 5 complete stations,
Okay,
but we're only gonna be offering 3 at any given time.
will they be dedicated for specific
We're gonna
modes,
have 2
bands?
dedicated, digital,
Okay,
2 dedicated sideband, and 1 dedicated, CW. If anybody wants to do it, I don't know,
okay,
but if necessary, we can do, sideband on that also.
all right.
No fancy switching of any kind. If you need an antenna, bring coax over
All right,
and use it.
hopefully, within the next couple of few weeks, I'll have my IC 775 100%.
Yeah,
The transceiver portion works great.
make sure you test out beforehand.
Well,
If
it's
not 100%, we don't want it.
It's going, the issue with it is the auto tuner,
Yeah.
which I'm down to the last few components that I need to replace in it. And it will have plenty of airtime between when I get it fixed and field day. So if it is 100%, I'm gonna have another contrast grade rig, so. I also have a new in-box 10-meter 5/8 wave CB antenna, which I plan on pulling the coil out of it and turning it into a 20-meter quarter wave ground plane. I also have,
It's all good, but we're not gonna go to a field day and experiment,
okay,
okay? I'm not gonna, I don't wanna bother at all with UHF, VHF, or
Yep.
6 meters.
all right.
Just a waste of time.
I agree. Do you remember when we were up on the mountain and we phased those two
Yep.
10-meter antennas? I have Nils ground plane, which I'm gonna be rebuilding as well.
Yeah.
So that proved out to be a very viable antenna. And was thinking of doing that with the 20-meter and 20-meter ground planes
If
as
you
well.
can do 20 meters, that'd be great, but not 10.
Yeah,
10
10's,
is totally dead.
yeah, waste of time.
An hour or two once in a great while.
Yeah, waste of time. All right.
So is your 7,300 gonna be available?
I have the 7,000, so. Yeah,
Kevin,
yeah.
your 73 gonna be available? Sure. Okay. And I got the 590 from the fire station.
And we've got the TS 2000 from here as well. The TS 2000.
Oh, from here?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right, I forgot about that.
Yep.
Okay,
So,
so
I
that
mean-
gives us 4 radios right there.
And then mine would be 5, so
What do you got?
it's a ICOM IC 775 DSP.
Only if it's working.
Yeah, understood.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I don't want to mess around with it either. And, you know, it works great with an auto tuner,
Yeah.
but I'm not even interested in going there for a field day when you get people who aren't used to the radio.
Tell me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, bring on the normal supplies. that you
Normal
come with.
supplies.
Yeah, what's the date on that?
I haven't even looked at it yet.
Yeah,
Last
the
weekend in June?
Fourth full weekend, not the last weekend, the fourth full weekend.
And Mike, if you're available, it's a great experience.
That's
One
why,
of the
that's
best
why I was
things.
mentioning it.
It's called Field Day, and yeah, it is the last full
June.
weekend.
Yeah, it's the last full weekend is actually 28, 29, and 30.
So they do all 3 days?
Well, we start setting up on Friday night, and
Yeah.
then the event ends at 2 o'clock on Sunday afternoon, they tear down.
Where is that located?
It's on, no, it's gonna be in,
Baldwinville?
Baldwinville, on, is it?
Norcross Road,
Is it?
Norcross Road, which is,
Norcross Hill Road.
yeah, which is not too far from Route 68.
I'm gonna say it's, June 22nd, 23rd,
What's that?
because it's the fourth.
Oh, fourth full, that's right, you're right, it is 22nd.
Yeah, 22nd, 23rd.
Yep, all right, I'm,
But we'll keep you all posted, we need you to join the email, thing on, Google.
all right, Field Day is a combination emergency exercise and contest. The whole idea is take your stuff out in the field, set it up, and see how many contacts you can make in a 24-hour period. It's,
See, that's the way he explains it. Field day is a combination of contest and emergency exercise. I say it backwards.
either way you look
Yeah,
at it,
I'm more interested in the contest than following, but that's okay.
yeah, either way you look at it, it's a hell of a lot of fun,
Yeah.
right? We
That's
have,
the important part.
the club has a trailer that, thanks to Bill and Kevin and Eric and a bunch of others, literally built this really nice operating trailer. And you fit 2 stations in there. We have it outfitted with some radios and antennas, and you just literally hitch this thing up and go.
It's all set up with computers and everything. It's
Yeah.
a pretty nice project.
Gardner Emergency Management, we've got a trailer as well, and that's loaded, ready to go, including a couple of good-sized generators as well. So we can, between the 2 of them, we can get enough to set up the stations and have a real good go of it. So it's a lot of fun. If you have any kind of a competitive streak in you, yeah.
So what we normally do, Mike, is on Friday night, we usually show up any place between 3 and 5, something like that. And we stay there until we get stock, running cables, testing the generators, testing whatever we can possibly test. But we don't really leave anything valuable there overnight unless somebody can sleep there. Okay. Matt and Jess used to sleep there all the time, so we used to do quite a bit. Saturday morning, we used to get up around 7, 8 o'clock, get on up there, set up the radios, do some more testing, and we start operating at 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock.
We break at 12 o'clock or whatever we're doing, usually at 8, something like that. Then we break again around 6, 7, and Paul brings chili or something. Last year I brought beans, and we cook hamburgers and hot dogs, stuff like that. And Sunday noon time, we usually have leftovers of that. And Saturday morning, Eric does breakfast sandwiches or something, or somebody does something. Good time. There's a lot of sitting around, just shooting crap too.
So that's good. I'm glad we got that in, and thank you for taking that on, Bill. I really appreciate it.
I'll prepare everything's, I'm not gonna do, what do you call it? What are you doing there?
Well, if you
right, so it'd be 3 alpha?
3 alpha, yep.
Okay. Didn't we do something different last year for, because we had the antenna?
I think so.
Was it a different class or something?
I think so.
Okay. Well, if they can run tri-banders up on the mountain, we can run a tri-bander that gets used a couple of times a year.
That's what I feel about it, too.
Yeah.
Now, at that site where we're at, there is a 72-foot tower with 2 tri-bands on top of it.
There's a club in Fitchburg. And one year, one of the guys over at that club put out the challenge that we're going to have this competition between us. And he got all kinds of excited about it, and he forgot to do his research. As small as this club is, for a lot of years before that, we were beating them badly. And since then, they beat us once, and they were all happy because they beat us again last year till the official results came about.
And we won.
And the club that loses that competition has to display every month at their meeting the Booby Prize, which is a 23-channel Sears Road Talker CB. So
Gonna be 50 years old.
that's pretty old. It's, yeah, what was it, it's 1977, I think they came out with 40 channels, so it gives you an idea how old that radio is. But it's a CB radio, which is kind of, sort of, and it's,
I think my sister had that one.
really?
She traveled across the country.
Speaking of which,
Yep.
guess what I finally found? Mark's Motorola.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
And?
I can't get the damn thing apart to replace the lamps.
Is that a surprise? I know you want to.
Oh, yeah, but I got it. It's safe,
I know.
so, all right.
By the way, we lost our antenna.
What's that?
We lost the antenna for the wind today,
Which
Oh,
one?
the big Which one?
the overhead one.
Oh, the dipole?
Oh, that's easy.
Oh.
Well, the wire's still there, the whole dipole's down by the azalea bush. It's
Well,
not pretty,
we'll have to get out there and take care of that.
not until good weather.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, don't worry about that.
No. But I came home and saw that today and went, ah, damn. 'Cause we've got the other antenna that he can do 2 meters, so we're still doing some.
Okay,
We like to keep them busy.
yes, definitely. All right, anything
He's
else?
lucky 'cause he's heard the announcement about his Motorola.
Oh, okay. All right, hi, Mark. Wave, I can see you. All right. Anybody else, any other comments?
What do you wanna hear?
I don't know, tell me
I'm gonna
about
tell you
the
some
club.
stuff you might not like,
That's okay,
tell
lay
you.
it on me.
okay? And trust me, this is nothing against you.
Mm-hmm,
You're a great guy, you always have been, and what you do for the club and everybody else is great. But to improve the attendance of the meeting, we've got to have external speakers. Just got it. Period. I don't know how we're gonna get them. I gave you a list, I know it was somewhat incomplete, but somebody's gotta take the time to research Gardner, Pepperell, Worcester, to find out who their speakers are. A lot of them you're gonna find on that list. And look at their websites, and they'll say past meetings, past presenters and stuff like that, and then find these people. Until that happens, people are not gonna come to the meeting. Jack was not gonna come to the meeting tonight because we didn't have a speaker. But then Tom stepped up and said he would be here, and Jack called me up right away, he said, okay, I'm coming. But then something happened to his roof. I think that's what happened with Dave too, he was gonna come and then something happened to him.
mm,
But in order to get this guy Jim from Fitchburg, and there's another one that comes, Mark, I think his name's Mike Ledger, I think, I'm not sure,
okay.
he lives here in Gardner. We've gotta be able to broadcast the fact that we've got an exciting speaker. I mean, look how many people we had when we had that guy from Connecticut come up. Okay, I think we had 24 people on the EOC in Westminster,
Mm,
something like that. And
Yeah.
if you have guys like him, or And I know they're hard to come by, but if you have guys like him, you're gonna get people coming back to the meetings because we're gonna be exciting again. Okay? Last year, the whole year was spent on that damn repeater, you know, and it's just another repeater that's not being used, DMR one. And if you look at the reports on the usage of I think it's the Saturday night or Monday night net, whatever it is, there's only like 1 or 2 people from that repeater that check in, where all the other repeaters in the area, there's quite a few guys, like 50 guys check in.
Mhm.
The New England net or something like that. I'm not sure, because I don't have a DMR radio myself. I don't know. I just think the whole year was wasted last year on the repeater and not having speakers at the meetings, and things just went down. And Kevin, it's no reflection on you. I'm not picking on anybody, okay? It's just a fact that if we have good speakers, we're gonna have good meetings, and the attendance is gonna go up. Period.
Is it easy to target, maybe not every meeting to have a speaker, but maybe at least for a year to start to have a ramp up to it?
Everyone, I don't care who it is, we draw from Greenfield, that's not that hard.
I was out in Greenfield a week ago tonight.
You should check their website, who did past speakers are. But some, well, the guys from Greenfield, they would come, it's not that hard.
Mhm.
It's only half hour, 35 minutes.
Yeah, well, like I was, it was an 80-mile trip from my house to Greenfield Community College, so that was a little under an hour each way.
Yeah.
So finding their meeting site over there was a pain. That's okay. It's not what we're talking
I know I go
about.
there by Wood, in the fire in the Greenfield, it takes me a little less than an hour to get there.
Yeah. All right.
I think that's what we gotta do.
All right, well, let me see what I can do on my end. I do have a little bit more free time nowadays, a little bit, so we'll see what we can do. Would Mark like a challenge?
Getting Mark anywhere is the challenge, or if the walker and wheelchair portion is the challenge.
Well, what I'm talking about is coordinating guest speakers.
Can we ask them when I go home?
Okay. Mark, we're gonna ask you a question when you get home.
You can certainly make phone calls
That's true.
during the daytime.
And if he's looking for something to do, it'd be great.
I will talk with him.
Okay. And twist his arm real hard.
No, I'll sweet talk him.
I don't need
We
to
are
know
good
anything else that's,
communicators, remember? We will use our skills as communicators.
yeah, okay. No problem. All right. Well, message well received, Bill. Thank you very much. And I know there's no fence making, and there's certainly none taken, so don't worry about it. All right, anybody else? Kevin, Eric? What would you like to see, Mike?
I'm just trying to get my feet wet for now,
Okay,
so, see what everything's about.
all right. Do you have our repeaters programmed in your radio?
No.
Okay, I'll give you that information too. And of course, you can't use it until you get your license.
Yeah.
Do you have a source of examination sessions?
Yes, I have a app on my phone that I've been
Okay.
going to.
All right, great.
Yeah.
And that works well.
As part of the next meeting perhaps, why don't we do, go back to basics and do, if Mike can make a meeting, a complete basic meeting on Holmes law and so forth. And all
I
that-
thought you didn't want me to
on
speak.
all those, no, I didn't say you. You know, as a matter of fact, you know that mug that,
Yeah, Mark, Tom.
it'd be great to find some, I don't know where the hell he got it, but that was a great mug.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely.
Give a gift for
But,
speaker.
and the two things I think that most.
He was scheduled for tonight. He backed out at the last minute.
I think the two things that most hams have trouble with is the math and the frequencies.
Yep.
And memorizing the frequencies. After a while, you do memorize them, but that's the thing I think that stumps most people. You know, and,
I mean,
the rest of it is mostly reading and memorizing.
yeah, and it's a lot of,
My
lot of common sense. I mean, I really like the way that they've got the exams now. I mean, you've got two distractors and then
Yeah.
something almost right and then the right thing. So at least you're down to a 50-50 if you can recognize the
Chances are really good
distractors.
at passing. Matter of fact, if you don't pass, don't even tell me.
On another group.
No, seriously though, if you can free up some Thursday nights
Yeah, for sure.
and, we have a thing called QRZ.com, which is a database of all the hams, and you can put in a bio of yourself.
Oh, really?
What you are, you don't want one, you don't have to have one, but if you want, hey, I'm Mike, and this is what my station is like, and this is, whatever information that you wanna put in there. And some hams put a lot of stuff in, some put none in, and, again, when I give you my contacts, you can check out my bio page, and
Yeah.
you'll see the lab and the shack and stuff. One of the favorite things to do when you get on the net is, as you're listening and waiting for your turn to come up on the net, bring up your QRZ and look up all the other hams and
Yeah.
learn more about them. Because that was always the great part, here you are, even someplace else in the world, it says, hey, I've got this great conversation going on, and next thing you know, you're listing the person right there. You know exactly where they're at, and if they put anything into the bio, you get a little bit of background for them, so. Yeah, so we'll do that. All right, anything else, anybody? You wanna hear,
The other clubs, structured for guest speakers, do they,
what's that?
the other, clubs for guest speakers, do they usually have them during their regular meetings, or would they have them on like the weekends, and they carve out some more time to actually talk?
Oh, no, meetings.
Regular meetings, yeah.
Yep.
How about projects? Think about doing club projects,
Club projects are relatively limited only to the people who are interested.
which is,
A project might be, you might have 100 people in the club, and a project might only be 5% of the club.
yeah,
Well, what kind of project, is it like a personal project, or a project for the club, like an asset that would?
well, it could be either or. For example, that little pulse generator, buy a bunch of the components and have a club project, putting the components together into a kit so we can sell them and make some money. That would be one idea of the other one is a building project. Why not build a kit? Get, yeah, I mean, there's lots of, you wanna go for the big banana and $50 on a QRP Labs transceiver, or do you wanna, one of the little test equipment thingies, or, whatever, and then, do that a couple of times a year. Reserve the room on a Saturday and
J-pole.
J-pole. Is that gonna help? How many people wanna do
Like I said,
that?
It's only limited to 5 to 10% of the club.
Right, but it's 5%, 5 or 10% of the club that says, hey, look what we did.
Only 2 people, yeah.
Yeah, well,
Satisfying 5 or 10% of people and making them happy with their involvement in the club.
Like this QRZ,
there you go.
So in the top left-hand corner, you can put in Winchton, see how many hands in there.
You click on database. Okay.
They even have
Oh, is it really? Okay. Yeah, advanced search. There you go. Come on.
You gotta type in Winchton right there. I don't know, the internet's so slow in this building.
We got all the cameras and stuff.
Silver screening and internet.
Alright, so you get 41 hams in Winchton, and Matt Slavacek, the top one, he is a big contester. He lives up on the hill behind, well, in front of Matthew Ford, up on the hill up there someplace. Tom Smith, he's the fire chief.
Tom Smith? No. Tom Smith is,
Tom
Smith of Smith Electronics.
Yes.
Huh?
That's Tommy Smith of Smith Electronics.
He must be getting up there though now.
Isn't he the fire
He's
chief?
still
too?
there. No.
Is the Smith fire chief?
Well, that's the old fire chief from down in Athol.
Oh, okay, okay.
Okay. Cody.
Cody Sloan, that's
There's
Matt's
Mark,
son.
KC1AHT, Mark. Another active. Yeah, and then you got Pete,
Charlie's out there, I think.
WC1P.
I don't think, WC1,
C1P's
he's
still
active
active.
anymore.
Yeah, he is.
is he Pete?
Yeah, he was at the control today on the 4 PMers. Let's see. Go to the next page, Kev.
Hmm?
Go to the next page.
Brian Mack, I don't see all that active in quality.
Oh, yep, Pete is the last one, okay.
All right, very good, sure.
Right. So anyhow, with regards to the internet, we're trying to send out 2 video signals and receive them. And on Wi-Fi. Hopefully by next meeting, we'll have the emergency management network in here, and that'll
Well, you
be
got Brian
hard
Mack here
connect.
too, I think he is a club member, but he
Yeah,
doesn't
I talked
come.
with him today too.
He's so busy with his business.
Gail, Tyler.
Yeah, people are dying to get in there.
Yeah, we know. Nice guy though.
Yeah, he really is.
Yeah,
And we do, some contesting also. Not a whole lot, you know, right? Kevin, you do it once in a while, right?
Once or twice a year, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Bill a little bit more.
And I do it probably a dozen times a year. I don't do it to win, I just do it for the heck of it, you know? You can't win against some of these guys. You got a guy in Lummester, Gordon, on Riddy, he can stay up for not 24, he can stay up for 48 hours, sitting at a radio, howling away.
whose is this?
Matt.
Oh,
Yeah.
You can put in various profiles in your, yeah.
Some of it's protected, you actually have to log in.
Oh, yeah.
And that's Matt's shack right there. I didn't realize he had 7,800, that's top of the line right there.
Did you ever hear the term boat anchor? They're old radios. Big, heavy,
Very
thus the anchor, right? So,
I forbid my husband to do anything with a beam today, he's not gonna do that. Do not try to talk him into it.
can we talk them into a boat anchor? Okay.
We got rid of the repeater in the basement, that was good.
Is that cabinet still down there?
Yep, cabinet's still there,
All right.
anytime you want. I haven't used it for knitting, I'll take that.
That is a nice rack. That is,
It's really-
oh, man. Okay.
That's like a buddy pool on the bottom.
I have to admit though, I do like to look at beams. They have such,
No, it's not, it's,
Especially
16
after the
feet.
ice storm. Yeah, it looks like the bottom one's a 6 meter, either that or 10. Yeah. So anyhow, that's QRZ, Mike, and anybody here you can look up. And Kevin's got one up there. Eric, you got anything up on QRZ?
No, okay.
So, all right, we'll forego the technical coordinator thing for another month.
Save it when we get credit.
Yeah. For your edification, there's, the American Radio Relay League has a program called Technical Coordinator. And you can't find an answer to a question at your local club, there are experts in the section, in this case, the Western Mass section, that can help you out with those questions. And that's available to you as well.
And we love answering questions, I love helping you, that's the best part of all of it. There's always somebody there to help.
Yep.
Yep, so when you're ready, get your power up.
That will be fun.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Right, that's it.
Once you get past the YL approval program, that's a young lady or your girlfriend or your wife or partner.
It helps if you get her to get her license too.
Yeah,
Yes, it does.
I can't even picture paying to have your license. How do you do this? How do you do that? I don't know.
I tried real hard. I even went to the reverse psychology portion. She says, well, if you don't want to get your license, dear, that's perfectly okay with me. Then I won't have to share my toys. That didn't even work. Also on here, can you find the licensing portion for the what am I talking about? The new licensee, the study portion, the study guides on QRZ.
Which one do you use, Mike? Which study guide do you use?
Amateur radio study guides.
Free AMS?
Free exam prep technician.
Okay,
Mark used that for the general, it really wasn't a big help,
okay.
doing the test over and over and over again, so we
Yep.
got the license.
Gordon West,
Go to free AMS online.
Free exam.
Oh, that's all books, okay.
Practice.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
The online version is really-
Come on.
Ain't no prisoners.
Oh, okay. Practice radio.
Practice.
There you go.
Test exams.
Click on the tab.
Someone tells you that 2018.
Yep,
Yep.
yep.
Random questions.
Yeah, if you have your cookies turned on, it'll keep track for you.
It's a good way to identify need areas too. During the weekend and the evening. Like the
There you go. All right, anything else, anybody?
What's that?
Anything else? Eric?
So, just gotta get the membership up. Until you get the membership up, we can't even appoint anybody else to do anything.
I concur.
All right, come on, Dave.
All right, thanks, Bill. Meeting adjourned, thanks, everybody.
Guess what is coming over, I can make it again.
Mike, let me give you.